All right, let's do it. Here we go. We are live. Let me tell you, if we win this game, it would do probably one of the biggest benefits to this team's confidence the entire season. Okay, we'll get into the stats about this in a second, but we're out here in the black uniforms for the funeral, but like, it's usually been our funeral when it comes to playing in Blacksburg. And Filipowski in and out, but nice rebound there for Mitchell as he is blocked on that one there by Lynn Kidd, actually, by Virginia Tech. So the Virginia Tech really graduating only one big name from last year. They keep Hunter Couture, they keep Sean Padula. We got who else? Oh yeah, Kidd stayed. Poteet stayed also, number 34, although he's not currently playing. The Lynn Kidd and Poteet, the two big men there. Duke dies in the claws of the turkey. Yeah, welcome Tiffany, welcome Orlando. Happy Monday afternoon here. Hope you've had a good Monday so far. And Padula going to go to the rack here, and that's going to be a foul, early foul on Caleb Foster. Virginia Tech coming in at 13-7, 5-4 in the ACC. However, they are 4-1 when it comes to playing at home. The only loss being really to Florida State there. So the Hokies and Blacksburg proving a tough out for not just Duke historically, but also the rest of the ACC. As Padula draws first blood here with his free throws. Virginia Tech, the top free throw shooting team in the ACC, 80.4%. So sending them to the line is a bad strategy. All right, that is not where we want to be, as he makes both of them there, right on cue. Jason, welcome in, and Timothy, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Well, glad you're feeling better, buddy. I've had to monitor stadium power outage. Oh my goodness. Chris Hand, welcome in as well. Welcome in, everybody, for the big matchup here in advance of the UNC game. And that's the second shot that goes halfway down the cylinder and comes back out as Tyrese Proctor can't sink it. Both Filipowski and Proctor coming up empty, and Mark Mitchell blocked once. So Duke 0 for 3 so far here. Shooting, of course, we'd really want to avoid a slow start, and Lynn Kidd gets 2 more for Virginia Tech as they've put 4 on the board here, and a bit of a defensive breakdown. Hopefully UNC doesn't see this game as a cupcake win for them. The game against us that's impossible. I think there's only been like one real UNC blowout in like a long time, honestly, as Caleb Foster finally comes down with one. And it might have been the national title year in 15 was actually a close game. That was the overtime game. And like the last real blowout, wasn't it back in like I feel like it was like the 2010 year that like Shire, and then they won the title after that. That like they beat them by 30 plus points. I don't think like it's ever been like that. They've all been close. Very gets so Virginia Tech 3 of 3 so far, and McCain's going to put a 3. That's that's offline as it hits the front of the iron. Duke coming in at 6-2. Don't let Virginia Tech's record, though, that 5-4 fool you. I mean, Clemson was basically the same record, and that was almost like we really snatched that one out of the jaws of defeat. Nice pass up ahead, Foster to Filipowski, and Duke getting it done in transition there. And sadly, I remember the blowout. It was 2012. Well, we were blown out too, I think, at one of them. Oh, Houston versus Texas there. ESPN. Oh, yeah, that's the next one. I see. Couture. All right. Nobody wants to play defense at the rim. We're just going to let them kind of have everything they want. So that's lovely. And that's going to be a turnover. Almost, actually. Filipowski saves it. Caleb Foster was calling for it. He was wide open, but we're going to take a tough shot. Foster's been calling it for the last 10 seconds over there. He's wide open for 3. Just not wanting to get it into him is here. I don't know. Roach sitting out for at least the starting portion of this game here. 8-4 in the early going as VaTech up on our Blue Devils by 4 here with 16 to play. They're clawing at it. Finally, Virginia Tech comes up empty on a possession. Good defense by the combined Filipowski and McCain on that one. Proctor comes up a big 4 3-point game the other night against Clemson. We needed all of those. One-on-one here, Filipowski with a spin move. He traveled for sure. Oh, actually, they say they're going to do this thing, which I guess means he reestablished his dribble or it was deflected or something. Clearly, yeah, otherwise it was clearly a travel. There's the help defense and a wide open 3-point shooter for Tech in the corner. And MJ Collins, 1-2, that's the 5th Hokie to score as they've got 11 here. Our defense is trash right now. Wow, that is, we can't stop the 2s inside, can't stop the 3s. We're just gonna have to, like, I guess we could play a game in the 90s, maybe. I don't know if we get to the 90s. Virginia Tech might get there. Foster for 3. Yes, it's 5 for the freshman so far. Oh yeah, I see that scoreboard. You're talking about that scoreboard. There you go. That scoreboard, that's why it was. There you go, now it's working, 11-9. For whatever reason, it doesn't update if it's like not like the active window. I don't understand why. That's... Kid gets that one to go with some high stepping there. So the margin remains around 4, which is kind of where we've stayed for the majority of this. We played 6 minutes of game time here. No substitutions or anything so far. Mitchell going to go one-on-one baseline down low. Oh no, he's going to get stripped actually. That's a turnover. No good from Collins, and Virginia Tech a little cold here from the floor. Oh, the possession is actually Virginia Tech, so as Foster gets another one. So that's 8 points for Caleb Foster here on the road. He was screaming for it on that one possession. We just didn't give it to him. Clearly the hot hand at the moment. So there you go. Couture for 3. That's way too long. Nice box out by Filipowski down low. As Duke has an opportunity here to go 5-on-4 as Lynn Kidd just doesn't want to get down the floor. Filipowski with the spin move. Up and off the glass and Duke leads. Timeout. Somebody needs a timeout. We're gonna need we're gonna need like a double media timeout here in a second. These guys are still going at it. 12:45. That one's no good there. McCain comes down with that rebound. That was Padula, and then up ahead to Proctor. And Proctor there's finally gonna Couture is gonna give the foul as Proctor was up ahead. So after 7.5 minutes, not bad actually. 14-13. As there we go, 1 foul for Couture, so 1 foul apiece. Not bad. If only we could get our favorite food hot quick like the Duke drives. There you go. Orlando, who won that game? Okay. So this is where we're at. We are at the 12:38 mark and have just had our first timeout. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, now we can see it. Oh, it went to penalties. The drama, dude. The drama. The penalty drama. Let's go this way. All right. Very good. So, I said we were going to go over some of the peculiars for this game. Let's do it. And why this game is such a, such a nail biter for Duke. One of the midfielders just shooting to the left of the pole. I love it. Oh, man. So, the last 14 games that we have played against Virginia Tech are even split. 7 apiece. However, Virginia Tech is 2-0 when facing Duke on Big Monday, which today is. That's what ESPN calls its Monday night showcase. We call it Big Monday, and I guess there's a game after us, but of course, we're coming in on low rest here. And Keanu just got out of work. Welcome in. We'll check back in with you when you get home. And Virginia Tech has won 3 of the previous 5 meetings with Duke, including the 2022 ACC Championship game, which is the one not last year, the one before that one, where Hunter Couture went off for 31 points. And it was just a bit of a, that was no fun to watch. In any case, they are 5-1 in the last 6 games in Blacksburg. So when we say, especially when the higher Duke's ranking, the worse it gets. Honestly, if Duke could walk into Blacksburg without a number next to their name, we would feel really good about winning that particular game. For whatever reason, this is why we say we're ranked Duke dreams go to die, because we just can't play in Blacksburg. 1-5 if you do it in our way for the last 6. It's just not good. The last win came back in 2019. It's been about 5 years since we got that one. That was 77-63. And in any case, Virginia Tech has been strong at home this season, 10-1 overall. Like we said, 4-1 in the ACC, with a loss there to, I think it was Florida State, who is up there in the rankings anyway. So, and of course, our 3 out of our 4 losses have come on the road. So it's like strength versus weakness here, as Ryan Young checks into the game, and Roach also checks into the game. So Roach and Young are your 2 substitutions for Proctor and Filipowski, and we are back in it here, and that's a screen by Young, and Roach is just going to get there. It's too short, and Ryan Young going to come in with a big offensive board. Back to Proctor. Proctor for 3. Yes, that one goes in. Beautiful time to take a 3-pointer right after an offensive board. You got everybody, all the Hokies collapse there in the paint. He's wide open, and he knocks it down. Tyrese has been averaging over 10 points in the last 4 games, and in 2 of them, he's got over 17, and he's been hitting the 3 ball in those ones. It's been quite nice here. That's a travel. What? Oh my goodness. And that's another media timeout, so we're going to pause that one after about 30 seconds of play. Well, that was fun while it lasted. We got a 3-pointer, so there we go. Now we're up 4. Someone said it's a disgrace to have Corey Alexander be in the Duke commentary twice in a row. Was he the one against, was he there for Clemson? I can't remember who did Clemson. I know Jay Williams did one for a while, or like a couple ago. It was really good. The Jay Williams one was great. Oh, he was? Yeah, I mean, well, probably because he's like close by, right? Like Durham and Blacksburg are like not that far away. Although it like distance-wise, it does kind of like take a while to get there, but like, yeah. As a Steelers fan, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood for me to see the Ravens lose after all the hype. Ha! Oh man, Timothy, I actually wanted a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl. It's just to like spice things up. I thought it would be nice and like new, like 2 teams. Obviously, the Detroit that hasn't won it in like 60, 70 years almost, but the Ravens haven't been back in a while. I just thought it would be different, like seeing something different. Yeah. She got ticked off by the horrible AI photos. I hear they were rather revealing AI photos. Actually, I did not see them, but in any case, I don't know if I need AI for that. My imagination can run wild all on its own pretty well. But, yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit more about this matchup here this afternoon, because we got Virginia Tech's an older team. They got about 5 seniors / graduate students on their squad. She said they've never made the photos with seeing get sued by her lawyer. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her, right? She already was in that whole lawsuit about who owned the rights to her music. So, yeah. Was only 2 games, so I did more than one guy tonight. Oh, all right, Ant. So who'd you put down tonight? Did you put down Caleb Foster tonight? Because he's already got 8. What's the bet? Oh, if there was ever a time I was going to bet against Duke, at Virginia Tech is probably the safest bet you can ever take. Because usually Duke's going to win, but if you're ever going to try to bet against them, this is one to do it. I mean, yeah, Timothy pretty much nails it there. That is a pretty classless move. I'd say Hunter is the one to bet on. So Kyle, 16.5. Mark, under 14. Okay, wait. So over 16.5 for Kyle. Under 14 for Mark. And McCain, 3.5 rebounds. Okay, all right. Well, so there's actually 3 bets. Are they parlayed or are they just individual? Timmy. That's a good one, man. I have to say, I think this place is like not as excited as it was a lot. Didn't the students used to have, like in Cameron, they used to be like on the ends, not in the end zones, but on the baselines, but along the sides. This place is way quieter than it used to be. That might be a turnover. Wait, no, that is a turnover. He had it over the sideline, over the timeline. What? Oh, in and out anyway. The ball don't lie. Partly with the Texas game after. Jesus, man. You're going deep on that one. So that touch over the timeline did not count. Anyway, Foster there, short. He was feeling that one. Someone lost a bet on the Clemson game saying no foul in the last 15 seconds. That's a bad beat, man. Padula trying to go left on Mitchell, and we've got a foul. Foul on Mitchell. All right. TV Teddy is at it again, folks. TV Teddy is at it again. Mark under is free on Saturday versus UNC if he has the same number. All that Mark Mitchell needs is 10 points, though. 10 is the key. I think it's now 26-2 when Mark Mitchell scores over 10 points. It's good. Okay, we fixed the defense now, and that's a takeaway there by McCain. As Roach brings it up the floor over to Ryan Young. They isolate him, but there's is not really going to be a play there. McCain into the paint. McCain going to finish with the right hand. Very easy. Nobody closed out on him. Nice. Duke to 6 here. 10:38 to go in the half. We're actually looking decent. He sucks on the road, unfortunately. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess the big games are at home. Padula, bit of a leaner step back jumper there, and the rebound to McCain. So there's one of your rebounds there, Ant. Suppose it could be offensive and defensive. The whole thing counts. So Filipowski's trying to feed Ryan Young. They're going to go one-on-one here against Poteet, and the spin move off the glass, not quite. McCain, another rebound there. So he's got 2 of them right there in the last 30 seconds. That looks pretty good. A little bit of rebounding action for the little guy. And we got 8 seconds. Does Proctor see it? He just does now. There's the screen, and then Padula gets knocked down. Dump off little to Ryan Young. Yes, sir. Ryan Young scores, and there's the assist to Tyrese Proctor. Nicely done. Padula just gets taken out by the Filipowski screen. Couture, swing pass outside. This one is Baron. And there's another rebound by Jared McCain, so that's 3 of them, and he's going to step into this 3, not quite. And it was He was feeling that one in transition. Padula too strong, and McCain is going to draw the foul. So I wasn't counting the rebounds for McCain before you jumped in, but actually he has 4, so he had 1 before you jumped into chat, so you're good there. Done. That one, that overworks. And Filipowski. So you said you parlayed them with the Texas game, but do they individually pay out, or is it like individual ones and then you have a separate bet that's the parlay? Or is it just one? And Padula hits both at the line. That's 4 for him. He's hit all his free throws so far. Or actually, no, Couture hit the other 2 free throws. Foster feeding Young. We're actually taking that straight to the rack, but instead he gives it to Filipowski. The 3-pointer on the way. Not quite. And we got a push by Ryan Young. That's going to be his second. Just 1. I got Terry's Hunter under next game. Okay. So it's just 1. Okay, so they're talking about how this dude like showed up at noon for a 7 o'clock game and he was the first one in line. But that's like compared to like the Duke Crazies, that's like not. That's like a normal Saturday. Right? That's like the line at 5:15 is all of like 50 people. Come on, this is called any other Saturday at Duke. The people like clearly not showed up to Cameron there and pass out to Foster. Nice extra pass to Jeremy Roach in the corner, and Roach drills it. I love the extra passes tonight. We're making the effort, the concerted effort to make the extra pass. You saw that one with Proctor and that assist there. You saw that one with Foster. Sean Stewart in the game now, actually. So it's Stewart and Filipowski since Young had to go to the bench with 2 fouls. 1-on-1 here. This is what? Kidd, actually. Lynn Kidd against Filipowski, and Kidd ends up scoring there. But he skipped class for no reason. Yeah, man. He didn't have any books in that picture. He wasn't studying in line. Oh, nice roll of Filipowski. Extra pass outside McCain. McCain over to Foster. Foster going to put it on the deck after thinking about 3. Not quite, actually. I mean, it was. I like the effort. It was good. It was good. It was fine. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. The shot just didn't go down, but the execution looked pretty good on that play, actually. So Virginia Tech's refusal to double Filipowski, actually, you would think he'd get a lot more opportunities. We'll see. Lynn Kidd passing it down, and not quite there by Collins. And Roach going to turn on the Jets, second gear, and Roach ends up right at the rack. 5 points for him. Oh, we got a blocking foul there for number 1, Caleb Foster. What are they saying that our Roach is grimacing again? That's not good. Yo, I have to say, we have done a fantastic job of coming in here and taking the crowd out of the game. That is so critical, especially in a place like Virginia Tech. Taking the crowd out of the game. Like, they are all hyped up, ready to go. They know the stats. They know it's tough when Duke comes into the building for Duke to win. And now they got nothing to cheer about. And it's beautiful. Anyway, we're feeling pretty good about this. Now, of course, we were feeling pretty good about Clemson, too, the other day, and then that one fell apart. So, goodness gracious. But, so far, so good. We will take what we can get. Actually, the Lynn Kidd one is an interesting matchup here, too. That one is currently matched up with Filipowski. I was actually thinking, where was the... I had one here from... I must have lost that stat, where that stat went. Anyway, Lynn Kidd topping the ACC in field goal percentage. So far, Filipowski has done a decent job on him, holding him to just 6 points here. And although he's increasing, his field goal percentage is 3 of 4 at the moment. The standout for Duke right now still remains as Caleb Foster here, as he's gone 3 for 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3-point land. And actually the assists are starting to rack up here for the Blue Devils. 6 assists so far on our, what are you going to call it, 11 makes. So assisting just over half the baskets. Duke 11 of 22 so far from the game. Virginia Tech only 6 of 15. Remember it was against Clemson the other day where it was like that stat was kind of flipped. Clemson had taken like a bunch more shots than we had taken, like over double-digit number of shots that we had taken. You were like, what is going on? Duke here with a couple of the steals, a couple offensive boards, and making the most of its opportunities. The last 100 meetings for Duke and Carolina, 52-48 in favor of the Blue Devils. We've actually had a pretty good run of late in this particular one. For a long time, it was like dead even, but inbound to Kidd here, and this is Padula. Padula trying to go left and being guarded by Mitchell. Nicely done. Way to be disruptive there. The rebound to McCain on the weak side. Just keep adding to that rebounding total there. And Duke here with an opportunity to push the lead to 11. As soon as I say that, Mark Mitchell just throws it right at Padula, and it's a turnover. We actually managed to get back in transition and stop the easy two-pointer there, though. So Virginia Tech here with another chance. MJ Collins, and gonna go for 2, and an easy two-pointer there. And Collins collects that. Got the lead back. Yeah, we have. We've been extending a little bit of a lead too, but we really need to like keep the pressure on. Here's the clear out for Mitchell, one-on-one on the left side. Mitchell, don't pick up that pivot foot, son, and I actually don't think he traveled. I was watching that pivot foot. I'm not so sure about that. But he's got all 3 of Duke's turnovers at the moment, which is not where you want to be. So 2 back-to-back Mark Mitchell turnovers have taken what was a 9-point Duke lead and potentially made it... okay, only 7, as Kidd can't finish that one. That was a bunny, man. Roach is cut off, picks up his dribble, and needs McCain to come and help him, and now he gets it to Proctor here. And to Filipowski, we're going to set a screen. Now we got 2 cutters there. One is McCain, and the other is Proctor, and there. Now we're going big-to-big passing. Mitchell can't finish, and... Mitchell tries to pass it to Flip, and Flip is not ready for it, and that's another turnover. 3 straight possessions. Man, Mark Mitchell just can't finish, man. I don't understand how Flip misses that one. He was like, he had his hands out there, like, kind of calling for it. Collins with the crossover dribble. He gets that one. He's got the last 4 for Virginia Tech. And Virginia Tech has managed to claw back within 5. Got to be careful here. You're going to get the crowd back into it if we don't get a bucket. And Roach beats Padula. That's too strong. Mitchell collects the board in the easy 2. Yeah, that was well played on Mitchell. As you had Padula going with Roach, and then you had the other Virginia Tech player selling out for the block. Nobody to grab the rebound. Collins gonna try 3 for 3, maybe. Not quite. Gives it up to Padula. Got Couture in the game as well, so the 3 guards there for Virginia Tech. Collins tries to go outside, and TV Teddy with the call against Virginia Tech. TV Teddy giving Duke a nice call here, finally. Whew. The Hokie faithful not pleased with that call. So Duke by 7 as we tick closer to the 4-minute mark here. 4:10 to go. Turnaround jump shot really tough by Proctor. Woo! He hits every part of the rim and gets it to drop. The smooth rim here in Blacksburg. Now Duke by 9 here. This is, man, we keep building this lead here. Take a nice double-digit lead into halftime. Oh, Collins can't get, that's going to be a rebound for Proctor, I think. Yes. Bring it up the floor. You might think about 3. A couple fancy crossovers. Oh, there's behind the back one, too, for good measure. We're going to get the screen by Filipowski, the roll, and he's going to find Mitchell there. Yeah, you saw that one coming the whole way. Woo, baby! Mitchell's got 4. It's a timeout for the Hokies. We're roasting them right now, baby. Let's go! Woo! Let's go, baby! This is what I was talking about. Let's see if this thing works here. Work? Nope. How did I make it work the other day? That was a sick play. I like this aggressiveness. Best believe they got an earful after the Clemson game. Yeah, I think so. It was good, man. Hold on. How did I get this to work the other day? Is that... Man, it was such a good play. I want to draw all over the screen and show it. Damn it. Why isn't it working? Oh, anyway. I'll have to figure that out. Here, maybe I can do it this way. Here, let's do it this way. Oh, it won't let me take a screenshot of it either. Wow, it's like a restricted frame. That's so crazy. Oh well, that doesn't work out well. Anyway, it was a very nice play at the top of the key, trust me. But yeah, you basically had Mark Mitchell lurking at the baseline, and like it goes back to some of this like interior passing that we've seen from Filipowski, where you get like it goes like the big to big passing on the inside that has just been so effective this year. Because you basically have Filipowski doing a very like quick screen and roll. McCain, it drops it down to him, and then the defender is like cheating up, and Mitchell is just sitting there on the baseline here. Anyway, one of the better plays we've seen all season. You got to give him credit. They've been playing well. This is the best road game so far that we have played, for sure. So 3:18 left here when as we resume play in Blacksburg. Yeah, that was beautiful, but let's not see any more of that. That's Collins hits 3. Float it, Kyle. So MJ Collins here. The 6-point average scorer has hit 10 so far tonight. We know what that smells like. That is, it's got the inklings of, one of their stars, like somebody being a star against Duke. 5 seconds for Mitchell. Oh my God. Mark Mitchell. We're going to have words, man. Mark Mitchell. I'm pretty sure that is the 4th turnover. He's getting way too fancy, man. See, Corey Alexander just said the same thing. John Shire impressed with Flip's ability to pass the basketball, especially down low. We've been talking about it on the show for months. Ooh, nice strip there by Philip, almost on Poteet. Denies him. Gonna save the basket there. See what I'm saying, Chad? If you stick around here, like we have they call the insights. Okay, you hear him here first. Oh my! Wow! God damn, boys! The turnovers are just something else. Wow! I don't know. That was almost a foul there. So the teams exchange turnovers. But the bigs just cannot help themselves right now. Oh, my. Oh, God. 3 straight turnovers. 2 from Mitchell and 1 for Filipowski. I mean, damn. What? We can't help ourselves. We can't help ourselves. Why? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Couture finishes at the backdoor cut. 6-point game. It was 11, boys. Timeout. Yes, timeout. Wow. You're gonna take an 11-point lead into the halftime against Virginia Tech in Blacksburg. And we just said, no thanks. Here you go. God damn, man. There's just, it's exactly like the Clemson game. We were up by 11 with under 4 to go, and it's a 6-point game at 6 or 5-point game at halftime. Literally the same script is happening right in front of our eyes. You just get to these points in games, man, where it feels like Duke is about to break the game open, and then they just, we're just like, nah, we'd rather like, keep it interesting here for a while, and like, we don't really want to, take a couple minutes off. Oh my. Oh, so McCain gets stuffed and actually we can't bring down the board. And he got right to the rack, but he just couldn't finish it. 60 seconds to go. Oh, that was a bit of a carry, no? Oh, and there's Collins again. This dude is hitting everything. Wow, where have we seen this before? The dude that averages 6 points has 13 in the first half. God damn it, man. Now, that's an offensive foul. And the wheels are falling off. The wheels are falling off. 4 turnovers in the last 4 possessions. 5 possessions. Boy, we need the halftime, man. We really need the halftime. Badly. 8-0 run for Virginia Tech here. They almost give it away. Couture thought about 3. Extra pass out there. This one, Barron. No. Oh, my goodness. We got the last shot here. Proctor very content to draw this down. Now we're under 10. Pass it over to Roach. Roach for 3. Not quite. Outside Filipowski. Filipowski to Roach. Roach is going to have an opportunity again, and he drills it! Woo! At the buzzer! He reload and shoot it again, buddy. Duke by 6. Technically, I think there's half a second left on the clock, but we're just gonna not worry about it. Well, okay, it could have been 11. It actually could have been tied. Instead, it's 6. We're gonna take it. Yeah, Collins was talking. They were having words there on the previous one too. That's true. Cat fan, welcome in. There's been bad calls. There haven't been many calls at all, actually. The fouling situation, we've got 7 fouls for Duke, and actually we only have 2 fouls for Virginia Tech in the whole game. Of course, they definitely did miss. They missed one on Filipowski, actually, so we kind of got away with that. That is 6. That should be 8, actually. 2, 1. Mark Mitchell's got 2 of them, so it was 8. And we'll clear that out. We'll make it the second. All right, and we should be at 4:58 or 7:58 local time. I suppose we will resume the play there. Let's take a look at the stats. What do we got? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So this one is where we're at. Flip's gonna make me sweat tonight. Yeah, that's 16.5. He's only got 6 so far. The team overall here, 15 of 29 from the floor. Virginia Tech 11 of 26. They went on an 8-0 run, essentially 8-3 run, let's call it, to close the half here. So they definitely got themselves back into it, although we were looking pretty good there towards until we hit the under 4 timeout. The 3-pointer is doing well for us here tonight, 5 of 9. In our favor, only 3 of 11 for Virginia Tech. So that's going well. Virginia Tech has hit 4 of its 4 free throws. We haven't even taken a single free throw at all, which is a bit surprising, but in any case, I suppose that's how it's going to work out. 18-9 rebounds in favor of Duke. A big reversal from the other night where Clemson took us to the woodshed on the glass. The only team with any offensive rebounders is Duke with 5. Virginia Tech doesn't have a single one. That's a stat that we'll keep an eye on in the second half to see if Virginia Tech can use maybe some of that offensive rebounding to get itself back into the game. Duke is playing good, though. Just need to stop the sloppy turnovers. We'll talk about those here in a second. Actually, let's go to it right now. Duke, one of the teams averaging 9.5 turnovers per game, top in the nation. However, we have 8 turnovers so far in the first half. Very uncharacteristic for the Blue Devils. That has given Virginia Tech opportunities that really it doesn't really deserve to have, although they've only scored 6 off of the 8 Duke turnovers, so not averaging even a point a turnover there. Duke, however, scoring 4 points off Virginia Tech's 3 turnovers, so Virginia Tech has taken really good care of the ball. The turnovers are basically concentrated on the big men. It's actually on 6 turnovers for Mark Mitchell. Ant was saying that he does not play well on the road. Apparently he doesn't score very well on the road, and he can't take care of the basketball on the road. I mean, 6 turnovers in a half is insane, dude. Like, what the actual heck? That is crazy. Roach and Foster both pacing the team now with 8 points. Filipowski with 6. 5 for Proctor, 4 for Mitchell, 2 for McCain, and 2 for Young. So in total, 7 Blue Devils have scored so far. The majority of the damage here being done from beyond the arc. Roach 2 of 3, Foster 2 of 2, Proctor 1 of 1. Nice 3-point shooting so far tonight. And actually, Jared McCain with 5 rebounds. Kyle Filipowski with 5 rebounds. For some reason, it feels like McCain just gobbles up rebounds, man. He actually does. He's the 3rd highest rebounder on the team behind Filipowski and Mitchell, which makes sense. They both get the most minutes and probably should be in the front court, so there you go. And McCain even has more rebounds than Ryan Young, although he gets a lot more play time, so that part isn't as surprising, but still, it's very good. But yeah, 8 personal fouls for Duke. It's been the foul situation definitely a bit skewed, not in our favor, we'll call it. Then 9 assists for Duke so far on 15 makes, so we're almost 2/3 of the buckets are assisted. Whew. So that's an interesting one to watch. Let's see if the foul situation reverses at all in the second half. We come out and we end up even here in this foul department in the second between the two teams. When McCain jumps into the air to get the rebound, slow motion, the theme song, the Low Rider, comes up. Yeah, man, for a guard, he has a really good nose for the ball for a guard, for sure. So let's look at here on the individual basis. 2 assists for Foster, 2 assists for Proctor, 2 for Filipowski. You know, Caleb Foster has 8 points so far in the game, but I feel like all 8 points were scored basically in the first 8 minutes of the game. And maybe even less than that. They seem to be scored within the first 5 minutes of the game. It's just, he's kind of faded out a little bit here in the second part of this first half. McCain makes winning plays. That he does. That is true. Remember, he's got 2 steals there late in the game against Clemson. Of course, Clemson turned the ball over 3 times there in the last, 30 seconds or so. McCain ends up coming up with some of those steals. Maybe not 30 seconds. It's like the last 4-minute segment. But yeah, in terms of steals, I mean, he's second. Oh, he's third on the team behind Roach and Filipowski. Kind of interesting to Filipowski. We have a lot of steals. 23 steals. Wow. Let's see this shot chart. Give me a heat map. There you go. So here's the 3-pointers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one down over here was the shot right at the end of the half. So we got 2 of these here. This is the miss, and then Roach gets it right back and scores that one. And then the lay-ins at the rack over here, and nothing out here. Yep. All right. Couple more minutes to go here. We gotta get our stretches in. Teddy, welcome in, my man. We're going up. Whew. Man, I still got plenty of work to do after this, and then I gotta even hit the gym. It's gonna be a long night, folks. It's gonna be a long night, but a Duke win would go a long way towards making it a better night. So there you go. So what did people think about the NFC and the AFC Championship games yesterday? We had somebody, I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Timmy that said he was happy about the Ravens losing, because he's a Steelers fan, of course. I felt really bad for Detroit, honestly. And yeah, imagine you're up 24-7 at halftime here. It was like Duke being up big at halftime, and then they come back in the second half and blow it. Chiefs suck. It's rigged. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at some point, I don't know if it's rigged is the right. It might be influenced or biased a little bit. I don't know if rigged is it, but Ant says the Chiefs winning it all again. Yeah, maybe. I'd like to see San Francisco win it. I'd like to see somebody different win it. That's kind of why I really wanted the Lions, because it was going to be like. You have a bunch of storylines with the Lions. You got a blue team versus a red team. You got Detroit, city of Detroit, state of Michigan. They haven't had a championship there in like 70 years, but the University of Michigan just won, so you could have two Michigan teams winning in the same year, and then they'll probably not win for another 70 years. Used up all their good karma. You'd have like Eminem versus Taylor Swift would have been a good little back and forth there. There would have been a fun one too, I think. Bill Belichick is going to Kansas City. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know if Andy Reid's it. Unless Andy Reid's out the door. Let me Yeah, so Houston coming up against Texas. That is kind of an interesting game. They did lose on the road about 2 weeks ago. Chiefs lost to the Packers in Week 15. I would like to see 49ers, but Mahomes is playing better than Purdy. Well, I actually thought Purdy played very well yesterday, actually. Yeah. So I think it's that simple. Bills should have beaten the Chiefs. Absolutely, yes, they should have. Yes, they should have, but I don't know. Josh Allen, I guess, a bit of a choke artist there. Just too many turnovers for Buffalo this year. Like, some people say, well, you take the good with the bad, but like, they got to cut the turnovers, man. I think the 49ers can do it. I mean, I thought Brock Purdy also got it done with his legs yesterday too, by the way. So at least two different plays where he ran for first downs. Purdy did play amazing yesterday in the second half, but some lucky plays as well. Yeah, I mean, the Ayuk one off the dude's helmet was crazy, right? But like the Lamar Jackson one that he caught his own pass was also crazy. luck goes works both ways, I guess. Chiefs defense way better than the Lions. Yeah, probably. What's literally really crazy, man. I had Travis Kelce on my fantasy team the entire season. He never played as well as he's been playing in the playoffs for me in any week of fantasy. Infuriating. It felt like, honestly, like a wasted pick. I wanted to bench him the entire year, and I couldn't bring myself to do it until the very end. And now here in the playoffs, he's like actually putting up score lines that like what he used to do like during the regular season, like in years past. And you're just like, come on. Like, even then, I still came second in my league, but like, damn. Chiefs lose, so Andy retires. Bill Belichick comes new head coach. So 49ers can win revenge Super Bowl from the other year they lost to the Chiefs. Perfect pattern. It is. It does seem like the year of rematches. The past speaks. I think we're only about a minute before we come out of halftime here. Folks, I hope you're all getting ready and prepared for the big game on Saturday, the UNC showdown. Let me see what day that ends up. What time is it? I assume it's a late. It's like an 8 p.m. game. Let's see. At North Carolina, 6:30. Wow, that's such a weird time slot. 6:30. It's not 6. It's 6:30. They're doing because they do college game day, so they do like the game day thing from 6 to 6:30, and then they do the game. Okay. Yeah, we play UNC on Saturday. Love for the Packers torch the Chiefs defense. Yeah, they did play recently. Super Bowl at 6:32. Yeah, I think it's because they just start all the pageantry at 6 and then the actual kickoff. But the kickoff is probably at 6:37 or something like 6:34, like something random. Yeah. All right, so let's see this half if we can maintain the offensive, the rebounding margin, which is really good for us. What? I have no idea what my thing just did. Okay. All right, we are back at it here as Virginia Tech takes first possession here in the second. That'll flip masterclass. Ant really needs it as that's another rebound for McCain here. Duke by 6 in Blacksburg, where it has been historically a very difficult place to play. Just doesn't feel like it has the same energy tonight from Virginia Tech. I don't know. And there is Filipowski feeding the big man on the first possession of the second half. He's got 8. Yeah, that was definitely intentional there, trying to get him going. Get another 10 points out of him this half, we'd be really good. Or I guess we need technically 11 for Ant. And Padula with the step-back jump shot. So that's 2 there, and we've drawn even here after the first set of exchanges. Oh, flip to the basket again, but nobody gets him the ball. There's the double team by Virginia Tech. Mitchell gets it back outside, and now Foster. Over to Mitchell here on the right wing, back to Foster. Foster putting it on the deck, going up, off the glass. Too strong, not quite. Couldn't quite finish that one, almost had it. Padula trying to go and take that one. Oh, he will actually. Padula scores again. He's got the first 4 points for Virginia Tech in the second half. And we have closed to 4 points. For how fast the game was played, it wasn't that high scoring. It should be a continuation foul, actually. They're going to get Never mind. They're going to get Lynn Kidd with that one. Like, we went into the locker room, but it was like on pace for a game in the 60s. With how much pace and how much up and down the game had, that actually feels like really low. I feel like we need to like speed the game up even more. Actually, we want a game in the 80s or something. Here's the inbounds, and now McCain's got it, working on Collins. McCain gonna drive baseline and finish. Nice by McCain. We have been able to get to the basket tonight, for sure. Any comments in chat talking about the aggressiveness of our guys? That's absolutely true. It's been really good. And here's one-on-one. Here's Flip. Oh, that could be a foul. Yep, that's the first foul on Filipowski. You saw that one coming. He got wrapped around against Lynn Kidd. And it'll be free throws for Kidd. And Virginia Tech refuses to miss here. Again, shooting 80% as a team. Teddy says that Duke has been playing well against a good team. I hope they can keep it up. Very true. Even though Virginia Tech's record is 5-4, I feel like that's like a lot of teams in the ACC. Like the Clemson record was like what, like 3-5? Like they were a much better team than the record suggested. Even the Pitt game, go back, like Pitt was 1-5. That's better than a 1-5 team just by the eye test, right? Like Filipowski 1-1 against Poteet. Puts it on the deck, going up, short, gets his own rebound, up again, and it's going to be a foul. And he will go to the free throw line as Baran picks up a foul there. Now, Filipowski has really struggled at the free throw line, folks. He missed, what, 6 the other day? I mean, it was very frustrating. It's kind of one of those things where I hope he just like went to the gym and just like his only practice was shooting like 1,000 free throws. Never mind, he misses that one too. Apparently that didn't work. You know, this is trending the Mason like the Plumlee direction of free throw shooting. Woof. For a big man, it is not good. All right, he gets the second one. 1 and 2 at the line. That gives him 9. Perdula probing, gives it to Poteet. Now the handoff to Collins, who's been hot. Collins going to go and finish. Yep. Collins can not be stopped. He's got 15. The next closest Virginia Tech player has 8. Filipowski calling for it, and Poteet, he has to get it back outside. Almost throws it away. McCain saves it, and then Foster again. Wow, they made that crazy. Now Foster gives it away. Man, the turnovers, man. If we lose this game, it's going to be the turnovers, man. We're just so many giveaways. Oh, it's another foul by Flip. So easy. Like, what even? Like, why? Second Filipowski foul here in the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds. He was clean in the first half, not a single foul, despite 8 Duke fouls. Virginia Tech inbounds, and it's Roach against Baran. A bit of a mismatch there from the height side of things, and Roach gets foul. No, Roach fouls, rather. Gonna inbound again, I guess. That wasn't really a shooting foul. Now Padula being switched on by Filipowski. Not really where they want it. Collins, woo! The heat check there. Can't get it to go. Weak side rebound to Proctor. Proctor to Roach. And now Filipowski 1-1 against Poteet. Trying to body him down. Face to the basket. And 1! Yep, no double team, and Filipowski makes him pay. 11 points so far here. It's really been all Flip. He's got 5 points so far in the second half. I think Flip has got that, and McCain. The only two that have scored here in the second is Filipowski goes to the free throw line to try to get 3 the old-fashioned way. And nope. 1 of 3, man. Man, he is just tossing bricks at the foul line. It's gotten really bad. Padula, too strong. Last touched by McCain. And that'll be the under 16 media timeout. Duke hanging on to a 5-point lead. Nice. They're talking about Virginia Tech's coach eating popcorn. All right, chat, what do we think? We asked for the Filipowski masterclass in the second. We've been getting a bit of it. Let me see. Is there a way to break this down? No, I can't. Second half here, Duke with 7 points. That's going to be Filipowski and McCain, I believe. Yeah, Filipowski 1 of 3 at the free throw line right now. Actually, the only Blue Devil to take any free throws so far tonight is Flip. Virginia Tech has really played well without fouling. See what other big games we got going on today. I think it's just the Houston and Texas one, I think. It's got the NBA playing. Yeah. There's Alcorn State and BCU. Not really sure who BCU is. So this was called an offensive rebound by Flip. Oh yeah, and it was out. No, it was out on McCain. Anyway. Oh, Bethune. There you go. BCU, Bethune-Cook University. Now we know. All right, boys, come on. Popcorn and Diet Coke diet. Okay. I have a feeling that that's probably not... I don't recommend that one. All right, Virginia Tech inbounding here off the out of bounds. Couture going in, and that's going to be a foul. I'm not sure who it's on. Looks like Proctor got hit, actually, in the face. It's actually a foul on Filipowski. Filipowski has now drawn 3 fouls in the sum total of 4 minutes and 16 seconds of second half game time. I mean, It's like he just can't help himself, man. It's like, well, I didn't foul at all in the first, so I'm just going to go, you know, like, bank them in my credit card. Bang, 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 spend, spend, spend. And Couture makes both of them, obviously, as Virginia Tech has yet to miss from the free throw line. And the free throw line being a bit of a differentiator in this game. Now, Virginia Tech going 8 of 8. Flip is selling, man. Oh my God, that's another turnover as Roach gets called for the offensive foul. Man, 3-point game here in Blacksburg as Duke refuses to get out of its own way and stop turning the ball over. And there's a turnover, and Mitchell comes up with the steal. Young was calling for it going down the floor, but instead it's to McCain, who hits a huge three. What a turnaround there. Duke by 6. We had just turned the ball over. It was a 3-point game. Virginia Tech could have tied it. Instead, a steal and a 3-pointer, man. This one is Padula for 3. No. And McCain there for the rebound. He's been everywhere tonight on the glass. Over to Roach. Roach to Proctor. And now to Young. Mitchell trying to get post position. Can't. Good ball denial by Virginia Tech. And there's Roach. And they're going to call that another offensive foul. Come on. It's so obvious, though. Like, you're just going... You already passed the ball. You don't need to then also knock the guy over. Damn. Good denial here of the 3-point line by Mitchell. And then this is Tyler Nickel in the game. Padula is going to go from way far in the long rebound. Actually, Duke can't get it. It's the first offensive board for Virginia Tech. And that one is Couture. Oh, come on! Oh, come on, man. That hits the front of the 3-pointer that hits the front of the rim, then the backboard, and then goes down. Jesus, dude. McCain has to get it outside to Roach, and Roach answers. Dude, Roach has been clinical. Lead back to 6. There's Poteet. Wow. Ryan Young got spun around like a top, man. Yeah, of course we knew this game would be tough, but like we don't have to make it harder on ourselves by turning the ball over nonstop. I mean, that was deflected. Deflection and Duke restarting here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Proctor to Young. Young to Mitchell. Very nice. Mitchell, yes. Oh boy, you have to hold your breath every time Mitchell puts it up at the rim there. So basically managing to keep Virginia Tech at arm's length, and Padula just decides to go left on Mitchell, and Mitchell gets his ankles broken, gets caught sleeping. Man. McCain coming around in the curl, back to Proctor. Proctor loads up and fires and hits! Wow! What a huge shot. Duke by 7. Padula gonna try to answer. That's an air ball! Send it! Air ball. I'm just glad we didn't also foul Padula, because they probably could have called a foul on Mitchell as we see the replay there. Oh, come on, man. And we go McCain, not quite. And who's the foul on? The foul is going to be on Barron. So Duke will retain possession there as Ryan Young with the effort. Young to Proctor. Oh, Young just turn around! There you go. He was wide open and he didn't know it. He wasn't even looking at the basket. Oh my goodness, wide open and didn't even know it. But he gets it anyway. Duke extends to a 9-point advantage here. Barron for 3. Ooh. That's a hit there. Now back to 6. Back and forth we go as we start trading buckets. 11:31 left in the game. And Proctor going right. Oh, I thought he could have taken it to the rim. Instead, he gives it to Roach. Roach butts up, and it's another huge one. Oh, my goodness. Jeremy Roach has 14. Yo, Proctor with the assist. I thought he could have taken it himself, but he found a better shot. This is Collins down low. Poteet scores again. Ryan Young just gets absolutely cooked. He just can't stop that guy. And the pace again. Duke has hit 9 3-pointers. Proctor trying to go right. Gets it to Filipowski. Thought about 3. Now puts it on the deck. Filipowski gets fouled going up. And Barron takes his 3rd foul. And Filipowski will shoot free throws, which is a bit of a question mark, as we've hit the under 12. 10:47 left. That's what we need, yeah. Wow, we have been cooking from beyond the arc tonight. The 3-point shooting has traveled. You gotta give it to these guys. They've been doing well. I better like refresh this thing. It keeps kicking me. There we go. Come on. All right. So this little exchange of buckets back and forth. We're at a 7-point margin here. 10:47 to go. We need a really, really solid next 4-minute segment here. As we go down to get it to like this like 6-minute range, we need to just be really solid, really defensive. Remember, this was the time, sort of the time in the first half where we started losing a little bit of the composure. I like that drive-by flip to draw the foul. I do too. He just hasn't been shooting well. I mean, he hasn't been shooting well from the 3-point line. He hasn't been shooting well from the free throw line, from either of the lines. I mean, it just feels like, you know, every time he puts up a 3, we're like over here screaming like, no. Like it feels like he's settling. I mean, sometimes he's like wide open, sure, take it, but like other times, yeah, I mean, he's only shooting like 38% from 3 now. He's 25-66 for the season. But like compared to the guards, like look, like comparatively, interestingly enough, I thought this was an interesting one. His 3-point shooting is actually better than Proctor's. He's 25-66 for 37.9%, and Proctor's 28-75 for 37.3%, although within the last few games, Proctor has been much better than that. But then you have McCain, Foster, and Roach both at 40% or better. And Foster at 39.6, close enough, just round it up. Then McCain at 41.6 and Roach at 44.8. Every time Roach puts up that 3, you just feel like it's going down, man. I mean, tonight he's 4 of 5. It just feels really good. McCain only 1 of 4, though, unfortunately. Foster 2 of 2 and Proctor 2 of 2. So the guards, minus McCain, have done really well from beyond the arc tonight. If you're not shooting well, drive the basket. Yeah, exactly. This is what happens when you drink Red Bull. Filipowski at the free throw line. The Hokie student section doing its best here and actually has gotten the better of him tonight. And oh my god, it's short. Oh my god, it's just so painful. Like, it's just an adventure, man. This dude needs to sit in the gym, like stand, I guess, in the gym and just shoot 1,000 free throws, man. Especially with John Shire there. All right, he got the second one. He's got 12 so far, so he needs 5 more points for Ant's bet there. And right now he's doing pretty good on those bets. There you go. Couture thought about the step back J. No, now he picks up a dribble. He's in trouble, actually. Has to get it to Collins. Now it's a Kid, number 15 on 15, Kid on Young. And it's going to come up short. And actually, Filipowski's going to come up with the rebound. It would have been a 30-second shot clock violation anyway. Great defense by the Blue Devils. Gotta get this one to go here. Duke by 8. Roach to flip. Over to Proctor. Virginia Tech hedges 2 outside. And Ryan Young is wide open inside! What an amazing look by Proctor, and Duke has up by 10. Yeah, way too talented to be. I mean, he's inting his own score line, to be honest. Like, he could have so many points. There's the backdoor cut by Virginia Tech. Oh, come on, Ryan! Woo! Okay, why are you going to do that? You're going to give him the and one, man. That is lazy. He's beat on the cut, add insult to injury. Puts Couture on the line. Virginia Tech hasn't missed yet tonight. Oh, like he makes a great play on the offensive end. Or Proctor makes a great play on the offensive end. Comes back and just throws it away here on this side. Oh. Roach is open on the right side. Was open. Oh my god. Wow. Playing hot potato with the ball here. Luckily, it's out of bounds. Last touch by Virginia Tech, so Duke will retain possession. 9:20 to go. I agree, Teddy. I am very disappointed in Virginia Tech's crowd tonight. Like, this is what I was saying. Like, they don't seem to have, like, the energy of, like, previous Duke-Virginia Tech matchups. I don't know. I don't know who took the timeout. I mean, we did kind of take the crowd out of the game early, which, you know, credit to us for that. Duke timeout, also a commercial timeout. Okay. So we'll change that to 2. There we go. Yeah. Nicholas, welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Wow, Ryan Young dunking it. Yeah. He did. He got up for that one. And then he's just been a liability on defense, though, man. It's so bad. Like, the 2 bigs, actually, like, Mitchell has also kind of been a defensive liability, to be honest. It's not a great situation. Not a great situation at all. Wide open because we're spreading the floor. Yeah, I mean, you kind of saw that play develop too. It's very similar. I mean, it's similar to what we've been doing in the what we were doing in the first half. But I mean, Virginia Tech pulled its 2 guards up to double team Proctor, and then there's just like nobody left. Everybody else was playing man, and so you end up with you obviously have a guy open. It just happens to be Ryan Young. It's like right in the middle of the floor there. So it's too easy for. It's just make that very easy for Duke. We've done a good job of trying to make shots easier. Typically, we just like everything is difficult. It hasn't been true tonight. We've had easy looks. And any points out of Ryan Young are a bonus. Indeed. He only averages about 3.5 per game. He's got 6 right now tonight. Duke inbounding here. We've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. And the inbounds is to Filipowski. Duke's going to clear it out for him. He's going to go 1-on-1 against Kidd. And he's going to... no. Offensive foul. No need. That's his 4th, by the way. There's no need, man. Just rise up. He's like... He literally puts his like shoulder into the dude. No need. You had him on the fake. Just go up, hook shot, put it in, man. Or get it outside. Like, now he's taking himself out of the game for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Roach hits the deck, actually. Couture can't, too soft and can't finish. Oh, Roach is open! Hit him in the corner there. Too slow, actually. Now he's covered. Roach actually gets it blocked. Wow. Duke here can't get... Oh, my goodness. There's just... The defense is scattered. Like, it feels like Roach is laboring down the floor, too. Just got to get ourselves out of this game, man. This game just needs to end. 8:24 to go. We are playing K-ball right now. Taking the air out of the ball. Over to Roach again. Nope, missed him. Roach has just been open. There's Ryan Young. Young, gonna go to the rim, gonna get Kidd in the air. Oh, what an up and under! Wow, Ryan Young, 8 points with a chance to make it 9. You know, Teddy, I was thinking the same thing. They opened that slate, and I was like, damn, that is like a set of bangers back to back right there. The Houston, Kansas, Duke, Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. Like, wow. And Ryan Young can't connect on the free throw. So nobody from Duke seems to be able to hit that. Okay. 2 of 6 right now. Virginia Tech hasn't missed. 9 of 9. Oh my goodness. The reach-in, man. What? McCain gets called for a foul. Oh, the foul was actually on McCain. Okay, who got beat. Also, I thought we had already taken the under 8 timeout, but Chris is going to keep a tradition of beat UNC by burning a UNC shirt. That is a fantastic tradition. I 100% support it. Just don't burn your house down or anything. Yo, you go to the park? Isn't it like arson? As long as you don't get in trouble, man, it's all good. So Duke clinging on to a 7-point margin here at night, I see. Well, it's only done at home, Teddy. The slap in the floor. It's very rare, though. Yeah, I agree. It has gotten rarer. But yeah, really only at home. Sometimes I've seen it on a neutral floor. I think the last time... I don't know if we ever seen... I want to say it was like on a neutral floor, but not exactly. I don't quite recall. See, Chris, the problem, though, of like burning a shirt at night is like... it's fire. You can see it clearly. All right, boys, this needs to be the best 4 minutes of basketball we've played all night right here. Right here. This has got to be it. You can't let them back into it. You got Filipowski on the bench with 4 fouls that he's stupidly collected. All in the second half, by the way. Right, got Ryan Young that's putting in 8 points so far. More than Mark Mitchell, by the way. Almost the third highest point total in the team. You put the shirt on the grill. All right, you're being extra safe. I like it. Padula, the free throw line. He missed it! Wow. Short. Duke remains up by 7. Proctor probing right. Proctor to McCain. Kane, we haven't heard from in a little bit. He's got 7 points tonight. Now McCain again, over to Roach. Roach on Padula here. And 5, Roach goes in with the left! Oh, not quite! Ryan Young, though. Great offensive board. And Young again! 10 points for Ryan Young. Scrapping down there with the offensive boards as Roach's shot just rolls them, and it stayed on the rim forever. Careful, that swing pass is going to, be wide open. In and out, though, for Kidd, and McCain comes down with the rebound, and Padula is going to pick up a foul here. That's the 7th foul for Virginia Tech by my count here. So it should be a 1-and-1 for Jared McCain. And here is the adventure at the free throw line for the Blue Devils, man. Here's the adventure. Okay, 85% of the foul line. All right, he gets the first one. Young almost has as many points as Flip. Yeah, the rate that this is going, he's going to have more. McCain does hit the front end of the 1-and-1, so that was effective. And the second one, easy, man. I guess we're so used to Filipowski shanking free throws that when you get McCain at the line, You're like, whoo, 11, Duke by 11 with 7 to go here in Blacksburg. Oh, Proctor has to switch. Yeah, there. Couture. Oh, what a block by Ryan Young. That was enormous. Petit can't get it as Mitchell blocks the second one. Oh, my. What? Ryan Young having a night. What a... Wow. The dude thought he was Mark Williams or Derek Lively for a second. Good Lord. Proctor probing, Euro step and everything. Young, that should be out on Virginia Tech. No, we've got 4.9 seconds. Could have been a foul too, honestly. What a huge play. Roach, gonna have to make it happen. He's got 3 seconds. Step back jump shot at the ACC logo. Not quite. Damn. Duke retains the 11-point lead. Padula behind the 3-point line. Arm in his face. No, Ryan Young with the rebound. That was a quick shot. A quick one and done by Virginia Tech. Tick, 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 tick. Burn the clock here, boys. Burn the clock here, boys. Virginia Tech 5 of 20 from 3. Duke 9 of 14 on the other hand. And that's Proctor to Ryan Young. Young cross court to McCain. McCain from the Duke bench. Not quite. Can't hit that one either. We did burn the 30 though. Ish. Every possession big now. Padula. Can't quite get that to go. Poteet comes down with the offensive board. Couture for 3. Oh. Big shot. Damn. Damn. Timeout, Virginia Tech. Oh, that was brutal. Man, we had almost closed that possession. That would have been huge. And then they got a 3 off of it. At least now we have the ball. This gives John Shire an opportunity to draw something up, though. Why is Duke can't get rebounds and not a lot of second shots on the road, but can't rebound like this at home? Yeah, I mean, after that Clemson debacle, man, I feel you. We're going to bring this thing under 5 here on this possession, or at least we should. Proctor finds Roach. Now back to Proctor. Proctor asking for the high screen by Young. Doesn't quite get it. Proctor's going to hand back for 3. Ryan Young with an offensive board. Get back outside. Get back outside. There you go. Now Roach driving in. Roach goes through contact. No call. I think Roach went way too quick, man. We had an opportunity to burn another... We had another opportunity to burn at least another 20 seconds. When he takes this, it's at what? Roach goes way too fast. Like, we could have gotten this thing down close to like the 420 mark. I don't know about that. Virginia Tech getting desperate, throwing up 3s. I mean, now we got Ryan Young with a 4th foul. We got Filipowski with 4 fouls. We got Roach with 3 fouls. Poteet at the line here. This is a 1-and-1 technically. No, sorry, it's a double bonus, but he misses the first one. So Flip coming back in. Offense, defense here. He's got to take real good... He's got to be careful here. Poteet, no, he misses them both. That's effectively a turnover. So we just killed the possession there. That's really lucky for us. Dead ball possession. We're gonna get here. We can actually burn the time off the clock. We get burn in a bucket. Burn in a bucket, Roach. Looking for it. No, Proctor going to take it himself. Proctor with the score. 10 points now into double figures. The fourth Blue Devil into double figures. Filipowski, careful, bud. And Mitchell comes down with the rebound as Padula can't connect. That was a very quick shot. Roach has to tie his shoe. And here we go. Here we go. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Duke by 10 with 4 minutes to go. No need to get crazy here, guys. There's Filipowski. Goes to McCain, behind the back. McCain with 4 seconds. McCain gonna go and hoist it. Not quite. Filipowski. And it's actually gonna stay with Duke. Wow, and that hit is out on Virginia Tech, and that did hit the rim. So we'll put 20 back on the shot clock. Wow, huge. We're gonna get down to like 3:20. So there we go. We're watching the clock here. We just need to get out of Blacksburg, guys. We just need to get out of Blacksburg. Especially with all this foul trouble, man. Survive and advance. Use that clock. It's your best friend right now. The clock is our best friend right now. Of course, scoring is also our best friend, but like, you know. But still, Duke by 10. You know, we talked about earlier, we talked about halftime, how we said that despite like the up and down and the back and forth of the game, that the game was really only on pace for a game in kind of in the mid 60s. And I think, you know, we had agreed that at that point, I think Duke actually needed kind of a game in the 70s in order to get out of here with a W. And that's what it looks like it's going to be. We're going to probably end up in the mid 70s somewhere here. We got 69 at the moment, 69-59. So yeah, so Duke now with 4 double-figure scorers. You got Filipowski with 12. You got Young with 10. What a great contribution by Ryan Young, by the way. And look at the margin right now is also 10 points. He's got 5 rebounds as well. He's made some huge offensive. 3 of those have been offensive boards. Huge contribution by Ryan Young tonight. He's even got 1 steal that was enormous there on Petit with the 4 fouls. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. He played just very, very well. Proctor's got 10. Just connected there on the previous possession. Roach with 14. I have a feeling that his night is not yet done. He's going to have a bit more to say before we get out of here. McCain, a bit of an inefficient evening. He's a 3 of 10. They're about 30% from the floor. Actually, the lowest shooting percentage of the Blue Devils here, only with 9. But he's managed to be effective in other ways. He's got 9 rebounds, which actually leads the team. And that's kind of a weird thing to say that the guard has the most rebounds, but yeah, he's got 9 defensive boards. Filipowski only has 8 rebounds. Mitchell has 7. Also, 3 assists for McCain and no turnovers is a very nice stat line. 9 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. McCain could end up with a double-double before all is said and done. Yeah, and it's kind of what Teddy's been saying. Virginia Tech doesn't do a good job blocking out. The rebounding story would agree with him. Actually, Duke 36, Virginia Tech 20, plus 16 in the rebounding category. And the three-point shooting, again, has been huge for Duke. 9 of 17, 53% from the floor from beyond the arc. Virginia Tech only shooting 28.6%. They have made their living at the free throw line, 9 of 12. They had gone 9 of 9 before missing their last 3 free throws there. And we are ready to go down the stretch here. With 3:47 to go and a 20-second shot clock here in Blacksburg. Proctor inbound here, does get it to Filipowski, and now to McCain, over to Mitchell, gives it to Roach. We've gone around the outside of the three-point line. Filipowski 101 against Kidd. This is how he picked up his 4th. Be very careful. Now he settles for the turnaround jump shot instead, and it's a beauty. 14 points for Filipowski there. He learned from the previous play. That was the exact same setup. He gets called for the offensive foul because he lowered the shoulder on this particular one. He does not. And Kidd scores over Flip, but Filipowski has to back off. not to get his 5th foul. That's actually a very smart play. Let him have it there. You're up by 12 at that point. Bring the margin down to 10. It's totally fine. You start taking under 3 here. Filipowski still asking for it. McCain trying to find him, and he does. Now it's 1-1 with Filipowski on the right side there. Now he tries to drive baseline, gets cut off, and claims he got hit, but it's actually a turnover. Yeah, as Virginia Tech tried to bring the double there on the baseline. And this is Collins there. That shot no good. And big rebound there for Mitchell. One and done for the Hokies. Every shot, every possession really important now for Virginia Tech if they want to try to get back into this in the last few minutes here. You got to run them off the 3-point line here. Now Proctor is going to play keep away for a little while. Proctor on Couture. There's the screen by Mitchell. Proctor gets it to Roach. Roach with 5 seconds. Beautiful dish! And Mitchell connects for 2. Yeah, the crowd hasn't really been a factor since the beginning of the game. I mean, we talked about this. It really doesn't feel like a Virginia Tech environment that we've had in the past. You have a top 10 Duke team running into Blacksburg. Usually it's like the one game on TV right now, right? Like, it is the game. As Barron can't connect for 3, that is probably going to ice the game. And we took the crowd out of it early, but the crowd was never in it. It just didn't feel like a Virginia Tech home crowd. 90 seconds to go. Duke by 12. Honestly, this game was much easier than the Clemson game. But we came out, we played very well. Proctor there. Ooh, he gets the roll. And Proctor with 12. Can Filipowski get 3 more points when all is said and done for the Ants bet to go through? He's got 70 seconds to do it. And Virginia Tech will call its second to last time out. Yeah, really nice win here on the road, especially in the tune-up to the game on Saturday. So many different storylines that you could have said, oh, this was a trap game, Duke looking ahead to UNC this weekend. None of that. They were laser focused. They came in here on a mission and they delivered. I got to give a lot of credit to the guys tonight. They looked really good, really poised here. They look like a top 10 Duke team tonight. Mitchell inbounding. He can run the baseline here after a make. And McCain, is Virginia Tech going to foul as soon as we get over the timeline? Maybe. Going to Roach? They're going to foul Roach. They should just foul Filipowski, honestly. Roach is the one you do not want to foul. Duke keeping pace here with UNC. Especially if we can knock Carolina down a peg, man. That would be huge. And Roach does connect. He's got 15, potentially 16 here. Proctor, you can hear what Proctor is saying. It's so quiet in the arena. He's saying no threes, no fouls. And Roach connects on both of them. He's got 16 for the night. I gotta say, man, I'm unimpressed by the Virginia Tech crowd tonight. The students didn't show up. Virginia Tech Did not show up. McCain, you're driving in the wrong direction, buddy. They're going to give the foul? They are not, actually. And we'll probably just take the shot clock violation here. We are going to get out of Blacksburg with a W. That is a rarity. Folks, I will see you all on Saturday night for the game against UNC. Starting at 6:30. Collins goes in for a gratuitous dunk and then goes down with a hamstring injury. Wow, or a calf. That is karma. He dunks and does like a huge yell and taunt thing in a meaningless game, meaningless little dunk there, and then he goes down with a calf. All right, guy. Anyway, that's going to be it. I've got a lot to say I still have to do because I got to finish work. I got to go to the gym. I got to feed the dog. Then I got to eat. Then we got to do more work. Yes, I will see you all on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to us. Obviously, this was a huge win. It's going to be 6:30. We might start a little early, depending, since it's it's a big game and everything. We'll get people coming in, people going. But in any case, stay safe, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you on Saturday. Until then, go Duke. Good night.